Don't think that you have to do things for your loved one in spirit. They just want you to live your life. That's all they want. Seriously, from the bottom of my heart, that's all they want. And a lot of you might not want to hear that, because you might want to think of them as being lost and pining and crying in spirit, trying to find a way to connect to you. But they already connect to you. Like, seriously, for spirit to connect to you, it's instant. The problem is you as an individual, through the heartache, the pain, the suffering, the turmoil that you are going through, you sever the connection. You sever the connection because you have not grieved. When you have not grieved, this introduces new problems into the mix. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. In this episode, we are going to be speaking about some of the ways that you can honor your loved ones in spirit. Before we get into this video, I'd like to say a big massive thank you to each and every one of you for smashing the like, subscribing to the channel, and just being there for the Help Heal Serve message. Each and every one of you, thank you, who've taken the time to put Help Heal Serve into the comments box of each and every video that you see. I can't express to you enough how much it means from me and the spirit world when we see that people are actually sharing our message in the comment section. What does that actually mean? So that means that not only will the algorithm push the content because it can see that it's getting interactions, but it can help each and every person understand what the message of Help Heal Serve actually means. When somebody new comes to the channel and they can see that we have a partnership, we have something that other people don't have. We have a family, a place where each and every one of you can come to learn free of charge. When they see those words, help, heal, serve, it instills into them the core foundations without them even knowing. Help individuals who are lost, heal individuals who are suffering from emotional turmoil and grief, and to serve the spirit world. One of the things that we're going to get into on this video is how you can honor your loved ones in spirit. Now, first of all, don't get this twisted. I know that each and every one of you honor your loved ones in very different ways, but there's going to be a proportion of you out there who believe that you have to do something in a certain way for the spirit world to be able to hear you or to be able to see you. First of all, your loved ones in spirit know that you care. Each and every second of every day, do not be eluded or kidded to think that they aren't with you with each and every step that you take, with each and every breath that you make. They are by your side. The problem that we have in this is you are suffering. You are in pain, you are grieving, and what we need to introduce into your world is some sort of a coping mechanism. Now, you might be the stereotypical person who thinks that you don't need to heal, you don't need to do this. The amount of men who believe that they don't need to meditate is absolutely phenomenal. Like, seriously, I'll say you need to meditate to someone and they'll be like, oh, I can't meditate, I'm a man. Listen, this is the year 2024. You can meditate if you want to connect to your loved ones in spirit. You have to meditate. Meditation is going to be one of the best ways that you can contact your loved ones in spirit. But not only that, meditation is going to help you to deal with the grieving process. Before we contact this spirit world, we need you to be in the right frame of mind. That being said, we need you to place your intent. We need to get you into a good, comfortable place, which brings up point number one. One of the best ways to kind of appease your own needs as a human being is to introduce something into your daily practices. For example, when you wake up in the morning, just simply say words out loud, to my loved ones in spirit, please come and take part in my world. They're already taking part in your world. Fun fact, they don't need your permission to be in your world. But by you saying that, you are remembering, you are effectively welcoming that notion. In this moment in time, what we have to break is the divide that mankind has set. Mankind has determined to you and dictated to you from the very young age, and you've been conditioned by mankind and society to believe that the spirit world are miles and miles away, if even there. A lot of you have been conditioned to think there's no spirit world. However, we can prove that. Well, I know I can prove that. And I know there's many other people that can prove that. What we need to do is to break down the barriers for yourself. To realize that you as a person are no different to every other medium out there. Fun fact, you actually are already a medium. And it's down to people like myself to bring the best of qualities out of yourself. What we can do is if we find a safe space. When I say a safe space, I don't mean going into a church or maybe some other sort of sanctuary where you believe the spirit world will be. I just mean, very simply, in your own home or a room where you feel comfortable. And all you have to do is, again, either when you wake up first thing in the morning or throughout the day, is just go and spend some time with yourself in a meditation. Thank the spirit world for being there. Ask the spirit world to come close. You can also have a shrine to your loved one. You can have photographs. You can have songs that they used to like. Maybe, for example, if your loved one liked a specific type of music, what you could do is when you dedicate time aside to be with your loved one and start thinking of it like this, because again, we are smashing down mankind's notions. When you come into a location, for example, your bedroom, where you know it's going to be nice and quiet, when you go into the bedroom, play the music that comes to your mind. You and your loved one can share that moment. You can share the songs that you love. You can write poems. You can do automatic writing. You can spend that time together. So a shrine is definitely, it's something that's sometimes for a lot of people, it's too far out there, right? It's shrines at this side of the spectrum. A lot of you are going to prefer just speaking out loud. When I say speaking out loud, please understand what I mean. Speak out loud in your own company. Don't start going on public transport and starting to speak out loud to the spirit world. If you want to do that, speak it. You don't need to speak it, just think it. Your spirit world can hear your thoughts. They don't need to hear you vocalize and things. The first thing that you should do when you wake up in the morning is let the spirit world know that you know they are there. Because that there is not for the spirit world. It is for you, my friend. We need to get you educated. We need to get you understanding the capabilities that you have as a human being. Acknowledging that you can connect to the spirit world. But the problem in this scenario, in this very instance, is you as a person. Your mind has been bastardized. You have been conditioned by mankind. You don't believe, well, you may believe in the spirit world, but you don't believe that you can connect. This is completely inaccurate. Each and every one of you can connect, and I can prove it. I can get you connected. But for honoring your loved ones, one of the things that you have to realize is the onus is on you. Your loved ones, again, I've got to reiterate, are with you with each and every step that you make. You miss them. Now, this is going to sound really horrible, and you're probably not going to like us for saying this, but your loved ones don't miss you. The reason being is they're already with you. With each and every moment of every second of every day. They are with you by your side. You can't see them through the conditioning that you have had. Using the ability of claircognizance, clairvoyance, we can get you connected. We can get you to see them. But for this, we need you to start believing. That's why you've watched to this part of the video. And if you have watched to this part of the video, remember to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already done so. That's why you are watching this video. You want to be able to see your loved ones. You want to be able to connect. We need to take baby steps. Stop trying to go from A to Z. That does not work. Nothing in life comes to us like that. So appreciate and understand that the process of mediumship, it won't work like that either. We have to take baby steps. Baby steps for you is for you to understand, first of all, that the spirit world are there and you can and will communicate with the spirit world. Honoring your loved ones is on you. You want to honor them. However, they already know that you honor them. You go out of your way with each and every moment to think of ways to honor them. You don't need to do that. Just literally, the only way and the best way to honor your loved ones in spirit is to live your life. They are with you. They are living your life journey with you. Stop thinking about, oh, you know, I need to go and do this for them. I need to go and do that. Because they couldn't care less. You are putting yourself under far too much pressure. Wondering what the spirit world want out of you. How you can pacify them. What would make them proud. The fact that you are still breathing and you are still wanting and needing to even try to connect to them has made them proud. Even if you had completely come away from the notion and ideologies of contacting them in spirit, they're still proud. They still love each and every one of you with everything that you, even every mistake that you make. They love to see how you overcome the hurdles. And if you are in a dark place, they will be there to help you get out of that dark hole. Remember, the onus is on you. Each and every one of you, you want to appease the spirit world. You want to show them how much you love them. You're forgetting one thing, one valuable little information. The spirit world know you better than you know yourself. They already know how much you love them. So stop putting all of the emphasis on honouring the spirit world. Let's just understand and appreciate that the spirit world are there. then we work on you, not the spirit world. The spirit world don't miss you. They're already with you. Fun fact, the spirit world see you more now in the afterlife than what they did in the materialistic. And that stands for a lot of people. A lot of people will see their loved ones more in the spirit world. For example, let's just take myself for an example. If I was in a relationship, I work 7 till 7 Monday to Friday. That is the standard for me. Therefore, that would be 12 hours a day. I wouldn't see my loved one. Can you see where I'm going with this? In spirit, I would see my loved one every second of every day. Yes, maybe it's not in the materialistic, but remember the spirit world don't need to, your wants, needs and desires are on you. You are the problem in this scenario. It is you that is hurting. It is you that is in pain. The spirit world don't need any of these earthly conditions or traits of man. It's you that we need to get into a comfortable position. So the first thing I would recommend to each and every one of you is stop trying to please the spirit world. Stop it. You don't need to. The spirit world are already proud of each and every one of you. The fact that you are watching this video, it proves that the spirit world have brought you to this video, and it proves that they know you are on the right track. They are going to be connecting you, and they will connect you when the time is right. There is a divine time for everything. Just don't try and force it. Mark my words when I say this, that the spirit world love and adore each and every one of you, even if you've made mistakes. Even if you were arguing a lot in this life. Maybe you had a toxic relationship and now they're gone and there's things that you couldn't get to see. Listen, it's on you. Sort it out for yourself. Your loved one in spirit doesn't care. They don't have any of the ugly humanistic traits of mankind. They don't have the jealousy, the greed, the anger. They don't have any of this. It dies and stays with the body. You are the one who needs to work on yourself. The best thing I would say to each and every one of you, I know that I've given you a little bit of a kind of a sandwich of different solutions there, but whilst I want to stress to each and every one of you ways of honouring your loved ones in spirit by meditation, or even just talking to them out loud, or talking to them in your mind if you're around other people, you don't want to look crazy like me. Don't think that you have to do things for your loved one in spirit. They just want you to live your life. That's all they want. Seriously, from the bottom of my heart, that's all they want. And a lot of you might not want to hear that, because you might want to think of them as being lost and pining and crying in spirit, trying to find a way to connect to you. But they already connect to you. Like, seriously, for spirit to connect to you, it's instant. The problem is you as an individual, through the heartache, the pain, the suffering, the turmoil that you are going through, you sever the connection. You sever the connection because you have not grieved. When you have not grieved, this introduces new problems into the mix. I think what we're going to do is we're going to end that video there. I was trying to keep it short, but you know what it's like with my videos. None of them are ever short, are they? I come on and I try to do a short video, nice little quick firing video, and it just doesn't end up like that. So please, we're going to end it with this one. If you did like this content, remember to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Also, check out the videos that are going to be pinned at the top left and right if you did enjoy this. And come on. Appreciate yourself as a person. Know that your loved one in spirit. It doesn't matter how many Hail Marys you say. It doesn't matter how many shrines you build. It doesn't matter. Listen, focus on yourself. Your loved one in spirit is already with you. They don't need you to prove that you still remember them. They don't need you to prove that you still love them. They know that you love them. Nothing can take that away. That connection that you had, that unison, that bond. No one can take that away. So stop thinking about that and stop trying to prove it, because you don't need to prove it to anyone. The spirit will know you better than yourself. Until the next time, everyone, bye bye for now.